Shalom again, brethren. I'm sharing another lesson study with you, and it is being brought to you on the 28th day of the first month of the pagan's year. However, when we refer back to Yahuah's calendar, we are actually on the 8th day of Yahuah's calendar in his 10th month. So, from the 21st of the pagan's month, when the sun rose on that day was New Moon Day, according to Yahuah's calendar. New Moon Day was, is, and will be still a worship day. That is found in Ezekiel chapter 46, verses 1. So now that we know that New Moon Day is a worship day, we also know that after New Moon Day, the Sabbath of Yahuah occurs. The 7th day Sabbath of Yahuah occurs. So, as we would have learned in 1 Samuel chapter 20, verses 27, we would have learned that New Moon Day is the first day of Yahuah's month. Hence, the 2nd day of Yahuah's month down to the 8th day brings us to the 7th day. The 6 days between New Moon Day and the 7 days after New Moon Day, those 6 days are the 6 working days, the 6 work days that are mentioned in Exodus chapter 20, verses 8 and 9. It is also mentioned again in Ezekiel chapter 46, verse 1 to verse 3. So hence we have the first day of Yahuah's month, New Moon Day, a worship day. Then we have the 6 work days. And then the 7th day, which is the Sabbath. That is Yahuah's time. Now, my lesson study again goes into Yahuah's time. There are seasons for everything under the sun, just as well as in the kingdom of Yahuah. In the shamayam, Yahuah is above on his throne. All of the universe is under him. There is no other El but Yahuah. Again, there is no other El but Yahuah. He is the true and living El. My lesson study that I'm sharing with the brethren and sisters this morning is taken from 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and chapter 6. Brothers and sisters, I encourage you to read the chapters as much as you can. The Spirit will guide you. It will guide us in all truth. That is what the Spirit will do. So now, 2nd Ezra chapter 5, it says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. This is what the angel of Yahuwah is saying to Ezra hundreds of years ago. Ezra was told to write these things down, just like John was told to write these things down that he saw and heard. It is like if you are the manager of a company and you have a secretary. Her name is Jane. You say, Jane, today you're going to sit down and write down what you see and hear as I speak to you and show you these things. So continuing on in 2nd Ezra chapter 5, I now go to verse 56. Then said I, this is Ezra speaking, Yahuwah, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, shew thy servant by whom thou visitest thy creature. Chapter 6 verse 1 reads, And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitudes of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, and the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. I will read that part again. Before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone. You see what Yahuwah says? Before all these things were done, he said, then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. So to our brothers and sisters that are concerned about the way things are going in the world, we are concerned about the signs of heaven, don't be dismayed. Yahuwah is in control. Yahuwah is in control. We have to get on Yahuwah's time. One brother may be the arm, a sister may be the leg, another brother may be the eye, another brother may be the tongue. Each one of us are given specific duties from Yahuwah. The Holy Spirit tells each one of us what you are to do. And so doing your duty, we help the body come together as one. My duty, my commission is to teach what is being revealed to me. Your duty, your commission is to teach what is being revealed to you. Hence, the body will work together. Like David, he said he would rather be the keeper of the door in heaven than to be among those of the wicked. Brothers and sisters, there is order and there is decency in everything that Yahuwah sets forth. Let us conform to his order. Let us conform to his time. 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 7 continues. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The pollutions of the various calendars, of idolatry, of whoredom, of vanities, that is all going to end. That is of Esau. Jacob's reign, so to speak, is beginning. Verse 10. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Ezra, asked thou not? I answered then and said, O Yahuwah, that bearest rule, if I have found favor in thy sight, I beseech thee, shew thy servant the end of thy tokens, whereof thou shewedst me part the last night. So he answered and said unto me, stand upon thy feet, and hear a mighty sounding voice, and it shall be as it were a great motion, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. And therefore, when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the word is of the end, and the foundation of the earth is understood. And why? Because the speech of these things trembleth and is moved. For it knoweth the end of these things must be changed. And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood up upon my feet and hearkened. And behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 18. And this is what the voice said. Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. I will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. So Yahuwah has begun inquisition. Verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I shew thee these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Brothers and sisters, everything that is being said here has been coming to pass and has been fulfilled, continues to be fulfilled. Even the sound of the trumpets that people are hearing in different parts of the world, they look into the skies and they are dismayed. They're hearing the trumpets. The scripture in Jeremiah chapter 10 tells us, do not be dismayed at the signs of the heaven. We have to take these, learn them, understand them, and work with Yahuwah on his time. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation, and the end of your world. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Verse 29. And when he talked with me, behold, I looked by little and little upon him before whom I stood. And these words said he unto me, I am come to shew thee the time of the night to come. If thou wilt pray yet more, and fast 7 days again, I shall tell thee greater things by day than I have heard. For thy voice is heard before the Most High. For the mighty have seen thy righteous dealing. He have seen also thy chastity, which thou hast had ever since thy youth. And therefore hath he sent me to shew thee all these things, and to say unto thee, be of good comfort, and fear not. Brothers and sisters, I have said in my lessons that we need to recognize that we are in the time, we are in the season when we should be fasting and praying. This word is not brought forth by me as a result of anything that I know or anything that I think I have control of. This is all from above. There are hundreds of brothers and sisters out there who are getting revelation from Yahuwah above, and who are being taught how to put them together. Simple people. No college degrees, no formal education. But Yahuwah are using his simple things to reveal his time and to confound those that say that they have knowledge, those that say that they know the way. Brothers and sisters, be of good comfort. Fear not. We cannot think about when we're going to get food, how we're going to get food. We need to focus on faith and working for Yahweh through his son, Yahushua. Many of us may say that we may lose our jobs, or we may lose our homes, but this is the time of refining. This is the time of walking in the old paths. This is the time of repairing the breaches. And those of us who are going to be repairing the breaches, we are not going to be caught up in the loss of home, money, friends, and family. We are going to be caught up in the working for Yahuwah, and keeping the faith of Yahuwah. One last comment. Bear in mind that the devils, they believe in Yahushua. Even the devils believe in Yahushua. But the difference between the devils and us who believe in Yahushua is that we believe in Yahushua and we have faith in Yahushua. The devils don't have faith in Yahushua. That is the difference. Brothers and sisters, I only have love for Yahweh, or who we also know as Yahuwah, for his son Yahushua, for myself, and for my family, my nation, my people, Israel. To the Gentiles that bow, salvation is open to you too. Either bow or burn. Yahuwah is drawing nigh to make inquisition of them on the earth. Shalom, brethren.